Hello, I'm Chris Garland and welcome to this short information video about our Forest School First Aid course. Now, first of all, please don't assume this is a simple course just for people who lead Forest School sessions out in the woods for kids. It takes a minimum of 20 hours just to cover the course contents because it covers the syllabuses of 3 separate courses. That's the full 2-day paediatric first aid course, as well as the 16-hour outdoor first aid course and the 6-hour emergency first aid at work course. There's also around 4 hours of self-study for you to do as well. Now the best part is though, because it covers the syllabuses of those 3 separate courses, if you pass this Forest School First Aid course, you can also claim the certificates for those other courses as well if you need them for work. This makes it ideal for mountain leaders, climbing and ski instructors, activity centre staff, scout leaders, you get the idea. The QN UK backed Forest School First Aid course really is a great course, and as you know, I helped to write it. Yeah, that's right, I'm also a Forest School leader and a bushcraft instructor as well. So what's covered on this course? Well, we look at the role of the first aider, including why and how to prevent cross-infection, how best to use the available equipment, and why we need to record the incidents and the actions we've taken after the accident actually occurred. We look at something called the primary survey, basically a foolproof way of assessing the situation and circumstances in order to act safely, promptly and effectively in an emergency. We then go on to learn about recognising and administering first aid to infants, so that's someone who's under 1 year old, a child, that's someone who's prepubescent, and also an adult casualty, whether they're unresponsive, whether they're breathing or not. We also look at what to do if the reason they stop breathing is as a result of drowning, because of an avalanche or a lightning strike. We look at what to do if they're choking, whether they have burns or other injuries to their skin. Injuries to their eyes, soft tissues, injuries to bones, including the head, spine and the pelvis. We look at seizures and medical shock, as well as bites and stings, anaphylaxis and other poisonings. Because we're also looking at the sort of injuries that kids get, we'll also look what to do when they have foreign bodies, when they have things in their ears, up their nose or in their eyes. We also cover febrile convulsions and also meningitis. You'll learn how to recognise and treat heart attacks, cardiac arrests, strokes, asthma, diabetes, electric shock, and how to treat someone who's suffering the effects of extreme heat or cold, including treating someone who's been immersed in water and cold water shock as well. We consider the environmental factors that might have a bearing on our first aid. We also look at what we need to do to manage an unresponsive casualty when the assistance is up to 2 hours away from us, and when and how to move a casualty if that's the appropriate thing to do. And for those of you who wear climbing harnesses, we also look at suspension trauma and reflow syndrome. I did say it takes 20 hours to cover this course. It's a big course, please don't underestimate it. Throughout the course, you'll be assessed on your practical skills, and there's also a written multiple choice test at the end as well, just to make sure you've learned everything that we've covered on the previous couple of days.